Welcome back to a new episode. In this one, we are focusing on GME. GME today appears to be relatively flat, however, the general tone is actually still up. From 9:30, we can see increases of about 1.2%. But realistically, over the past 5 days, we have been seeing relatively large gains, today being one of the most flat days that we have seen in a significant time period. In this video, we are asking, is the hype around GME dying off, or should you be buying more at this dip? Well, of course, I am not a financial advisor, and I 100% recommend that you do your own research and formulate your own opinions, but in this one I'm telling you all the things that I think about GME after what we have been seeing today. I'm also giving a little bit of a prediction into tomorrow, and of course if you want to see videos on GME and other stocks, make sure to subscribe to this channel because we look at all different types of stocks every single day. And of course, now that I've noticed that I've got this tab open, if you want to hear about SAMP stock, make sure to watch a video on that on the channel which we published tonight. It has just loaded. Obviously a 1 cent stock which has some real potential going forwards into the future. But yeah, let's jump into this video. Right then, so tonight we are looking at GameStop. So GameStop, over the past month, I'm sure you are aware, has received a lot of hype. Of course, the stock was relatively flat in the $20 range for some time, and then it actually dipped down to about the $17 range, but then we saw that big increase with this squeeze, which took us up 1,000% to highs around $400, I do believe. So yeah, things were up a very significant amount. Now, of course, things really were starting to die off in the past month. We can see a lot of people weren't really doing anything with this one, and of course, it was quite flat for the majority of the month as well. It was down about 15.94%, which is significant, of course, but relatively in comparison to what we have been seeing, it was quite flat. And of course, then we had this thing come out about AMC stock, saying that a lot of people were still holding the stock. I think the same can be said for GME. I mean, to a lesser extent, because of course people took massive profits, which is to be expected. But still, a lot of people are interested in GME. And that becomes a bit more apparent when we look at this day here on the 23rd, where we saw an increase in about 3 days or 4 days, which took us up 167%. So obviously looking at this, we can see that a lot of that interest is still there, and obviously it is remarkable to see. I personally do believe that there is potential for this one to continue to rocket into the future, but realistically, I think that the main reason why this one, and of course AMC, are down today, or at least relatively flat today, is simply due to this price point here. Now, I think that might not make as much sense with this stock, but especially with AMC, we are seeing the stock actually hit the levels which it saw earlier in the month. I think realistically, looking at this graph, it would make sense for a lot of people to have probably sold off now with 30% profits if they'd have bought in at these highs over here. And for that reason, I can completely understand this one starting to dip. I think that's one of the fair reasons to see it be down a little bit today. Another thing which is of course obvious is the fact that it's up 167% in a matter of a few days, and of course that is an absolutely very significant increase in price. So I think it's a factor of a few things. Of course, the whole market was generally speaking quite down today. I think that hasn't helped us, but this dip is actually still positive, so of course it just shows how much this one is up. To see a 1% increase in a day be a small amount, so of course I am not too worried as of present. Of course, we are still seeing big growth from this low point here, which was on the 26th, where we are still up about 31%. So I personally do believe there is a lot of attention still around GameStop and of course AMC as well, but specifically with this stock, I would avoid it for a day or two, simply due to the fact that I want to see what happens with this one. I mean, yes, it could continue to rally upwards, and I would love to see that happen, as I'm sure a lot of you guys would as well. But of course, to be on the side of caution, if I was going to be looking to get into this one, guys, I would personally leave it a day or two, just to see if it was to drop a bit further, and of course that could have a big impact if people were to buy in now. So please tread with caution when investing in GameStop. Obviously, it's never going to zero. It's a well-established company, and people are obviously aware of that as well. But of course, that does not necessarily mean it is going to the moon either. So there is potential for it to continue to rocket past the $120 mark again, maybe even past $130. But we just don't know how high this one is going as of present. It is currently a speculative play, and of course, if you are investing in this one for the fundamentals, I would definitely invest on a later date when we will hopefully see a decrease in price. I think short term, yes, the gains are still there, but it is quite quite risky at the moment, but overall this stock does have some potential still. Please tell me what you think down in the comment section. Personally, I believe that tomorrow may actually be quite flat or even take a little bit of a turn to the downside again. If we do see this one be down again tomorrow, I would be pretty happy with this one because it would definitely present an opportunity to buy more if you are looking to do so. And of course, if it is up tomorrow, even better. It shows a lot of strength still around this stock, but we'll just have to see how many people are still interested in this one, whether it continues to rally or whether it slowly and surely starts to die off. So we'll just have to see into the future. But if you want to see updates on it, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel because we talk about stocks every single day. Thank you for watching though. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.